Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs on Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs, people that disrupt the world, like my main man, James Flores, man. ChargeEllo, brother.
It's a great product. It's an amazing thing.
It's out of control. This is out of control.
It's fantastic.
Explain to us mere mortals what this is all about.
Well, let me tell you this. The number one thing with people, especially in the phone, phones are everywhere, and I've been in the phone industry for a long time. And, people have grown to have these phones be part of their lives. Yep. If the phone's always with them, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, when a phone breaks, it's the end of the world,
We're carrying our phones from room to room.
It's crazy.
And you know who you are.
Everyone.
Everyone. I wake up in the morning, I got to go to my bed. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go. Everywhere you're walking out with a phone. So what happens
Exactly. Now? These phones are just being overused, and no matter how awesome a battery can be that Apple creates, these phones are just dying. And we've noticed that, constantly phones are just dying, and we need to solve that problem. And I didn't invent this. Don't get me wrong. This is a great product. I wish I was smart enough to invent it, but the inventor, Freddie Seedy over in Miami, we work with him as a partner, and he found that solution. But he needed a way to be able to distribute it, around the United States. So
because the problem becomes in that as software and apps are becoming more sophisticated and more abundant, we're loading up our phones with all these applications that are taking more battery life.
That's right.
Right? And so what winds up happening is that I don't think that the battery technology is catching up to the software that is being loaded into our phones, and therefore is draining the battery life of our phones. What is the estimated battery life of any average phone? And probably that's an unfair question, but
they say 8 to 10 hours, but realistically, people are on these things all the time. They die within 4 to 5 hours. It's unfortunate, and they die at the worst times. Imagine if you're at a baseball game, or if you're, watching a movie. You're not supposed to be on your phone, but people are still, hanging out. It's just they're just there. And
well, that's another subject. Now, if you're in a movie theater with your phone, man. I was there the other day, man. And there was some. If you're at a baseball game, put your phone away. Pay attention to it.
You'd be surprised, and it's unfortunate.
Everybody's on the phone, man.
Everyone's on the phone, and that's the thing is that no matter where you're at, everyone's on the phone. The phones are on, and they're being used, and
all
they're dying.
And we're getting everything through our phones. We're getting news through our phone. We're getting our music through our phone. We're getting videos through our phone.
Payments soon. Everything. Your phone is your wallet now. I don't have to carry around this big thing in my pocket anymore.
So the battery's dying, battery lives are shorter, and so what is this doing to solve that problem?
So this is a very convenient product. It's called ChargeEllo. It's a portable battery pack. And the reason why this solves the problem is because we were able to find a way to make this, get the wrong one, right? This one right here. There you go.
All right, this is for, okay.
We were able to find a way for people to have access to these batteries, have venues, we call them venues or events, like businesses that are, on the streets, people are going to them all the time, give them an incentive to carry these things in their stores, and to make them so easy that, a caveman can do it, I guess you could say. It's a very simple process. It's I guess what you would call a dumb battery.
All right.
Doesn't have any technology outside of just the battery itself, the charging port and the cord. And people can just plug in and charge their phone.
And in this one I noticed, see, it's got the little, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got the little lights right there. So it means that is charging. So right here, it's got those little blue lights right over here.
So it shows you that the battery is actually charging the phone, and that's actually like the battery life of this battery.
Of this battery right here.
So if it's going down, all the way to one little dot, that just means it just needs to go right back into the charger.
So I go into a restaurant. We're all sitting at the table. Not that you should have and not that I am promoting people having their cell phones while they're eating, but everybody does, right? Everybody is, and that's the reality. So people are going to run out of battery. They run to their cars to get battery, or they're looking for a plug to whatever. But what this does is that you put it right here, and it actually is compatible with several types of phones, from Samsung to iPhone to everything else. So you just find your little plug, get it in there, and it's charging it while you're doing your business.
Very simple, to the point. And then, for the business, it's awesome for them because they can be able to go ahead and provide a service to their customer outside of their main product, which is, let's say, food at the restaurant,
right?
And they're happy because people love their phones. If you can cater to someone's phone, and I've been in the industry for 7 years, in the phone industry, I repaired phones, sold accessories, did everything,
Did you sell beepers? No, that was that was before.
A little bit too.
That's
old,
yeah,
too young for that, right?
yeah.
But
wrong millennial.
Wrong decade. But the first beeper I ever had, I lost that. So that was my future. I was gonna go ahead and just find these phones. So, people, if you can cater to their phones, they will go ahead and use it without a doubt. And if you can make it as dumb as possible, because people, with their phones, they have trust issues. If it plugs in, that you get that message, oh, should I trust this computer or not?
Right.
No, I don't want to trust this computer. Then they'll just go ahead and not use anything. And a lot of different machines that are already out there, they're smart. People get scared of them. They don't want to use them, So to keep this thing as dumb as possible, to keep it as accessible as possible, and to make it to where it's a benefit for the customer, for the venue holder, and for whoever's advertising on these things, everyone wins.
So the venue holder or whoever the sponsor for the battery, really, they can just put their ad right here.
Yes.
In the front or in the back.
Correct.
And that's how they're advertising, because inevitably, if we are at a dinner table, you put this right here in the middle. I'm going to look at it. What is this? Well, my phones are being charged, and this can charge up to 3 phones.
It can actually do up to 6 phones.
Up to 6 phones.
There's two.
There's 2 ports.
There's 2 ports.
There's 2 ports right here, so it could charge up to 6 phones.
And it actually charges the phones 3 times faster than a wall plug. So if you're at a dinner, and your phone's at like 1%, within 30 minutes it does about 1 to 1.5% per minute. So you're you're good to go after that.
What is the competition out there for chargeable batteries, and it's pretty fierce, right? I mean, there's some small chargers out there, individual chargers that you can carry with you and plug it into your own phone. What makes this different?
To be honest with you, I don't know if the individual battery packs are our competition. Just because consumers are buying those things and they're carrying it and keeping it at home, and it's still kind of a hassle because they still have to carry it around everywhere, and they have to recharge those batteries. I think the biggest competition with this is just the space to actually get us into a venue and advertise on there. Because there are other different advertising opportunities in a venue or an event where these advertising companies, they go and they're like, hey, what is this thing? Who's trying to advertise on there through the form of a battery? And that's been kind of our I guess our speed bumps going forward is, all right, well, we have a third party advertiser going in there, and we have to kind of sign off on that. But that's really the only competition that we have. Everything else, people are more than happy to charge their phones, and regardless if they have their own battery in their pocket or not,
Doctors' offices, dentist offices, and everywhere that you need to kind of sit down to wait for a service. Mm-hmm. There you are.
And actually, when we were first launching this product out here in Phoenix, we were really targeting a lot of the brick and mortar venues,
sure,
on the streets, specifically Mill Avenue. But when we got the opportunity to go ahead and do an event like the Phoenix Open, we were like, holy crap, this might be an awesome opportunity, because Matt, I don't know if you've ever been to the Phoenix Open,
yes,
but it's an 8-hour event and you can't find a plug anywhere. Your phone's gonna be completely, just dead within the first half of the event.
So you go to the Phoenix Open with this thing and it just blew up.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely. The people that the Thunderbird group, they're an amazing group. They immediately saw the value. They actually had an issue with installing plugs into the skyboxes because it was people were asking, hey, can I charge my phone?
Man.
People are going to be purchasing these skyboxes, and
this solved that problem. This solved that.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer.
Genius.
It was no-brainer.
Genius.
And the thing with them was that we got to make sure that we're in compliance with all the other advertisers that are on there, because they knew that our model was to sell the advertisements.
Of course.
But we worked it out with them, and it's doing really good. We recently just locked that down, and the demand for space on here has just been out the door.
And that is actually a good bad problem to have, because now you have all these advertisers that want to be in this platform, they want to be here, and you don't want to grow too fast.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't. And the thing with that is that we've actually stopped approaching venues for giving these batteries to them because we, with our model, we give them a battery for free, a station for free, in hopes that we can go ahead and cover it up with an advertiser. 95% of venues say yes. So if you have such high demand like that, we have to really work and see how well we can be able to go ahead and grow with this.
See, my phone is now charged, so I'm taking phone calls now and stuff, but we're going to say no for right now.
Awesome.
James Flores, man. This is awesome, brother. One last thing. So what's the end game for this?
The end game for this,
for you as an entrepreneur and for the company.
Well, for me, I'm part of the founding team with this, and I've learned a lot with growing this particular product because I've been in the phone industry, and
Sure.
and with we're actually a tech company, looking at a hardware product integrate with technology, it's been a really awesome experience for me. As far as I go, I want to grow this as much as possible to go ahead and build my resume, and with whatever that comes out of this, any other project that I want to ensue in the future, I have the experience with developing this product with the right team and going about and helping other people develop their companies with the experience that I get with technology and also hardware. So
you saw it here first. This is going to blow. I mean, it's already blowing.
It's already blowing up.
It's already blowing up throughout the nation.
Yeah, it's and we're going to be the leading people doing it around the country. So
there ain't nothing like this. Amazing. You heard it first. You're gonna come back park your Bentley outside in about a year from now. And you're gonna, it was pretty cool. We were here at Entrepreneurs in Fuego back in the day.
I would rather come back with my team, and having them all tell the story versus the Bentley that I get.
Everybody will be driving their Bentley. There you go.
It's all about the team.
Good man. With that, we're out.